Hello and welcome. We're getting you the top news stories of the day in our digital broadcast. I'm Sneha Mordani. Let's first talk about the heat wave conditions in different parts of India and the power outages that many states like Delhi, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Jammu and Kashmir, West Bengal, etc. are facing right now. The expectation is that April is going to be the hottest month ever. The Indian Met Department has said that for the next 4 days or so, you can expect the heat wave conditions to continue in India. The temperatures likely to hover around the 44-degree mark in the national capital. Remember, Gurgaon, for example, in the national capital region has crossed the 45-degree mark. In Hathras in UP, it's crossed 46.5. In Hisar in Haryana, 46 degrees again. In Patiala in Punjab, is touching 46. Same in Allahabad. In Delhi, the temperature recorded today is around 46 degrees around the sports complex, which is near the Commonwealth Games village. Heat wave conditions over northwest and central India over the next 5 days, the Met Department says, will continue, and over East India during the next 3 days and abate thereafter. Also, this is what it looks like. No relief in that sense. And apart from that, there are power outages. Unfortunately, that's being recorded. The Prime Minister has spoken about it today. The Delhi Chief Minister has also spoken about this entire issue. He's put out a tweet saying the crisis is fairly grave. The Met Department has also said that the rise in temperatures is going to be about by 2 degrees Celsius in maximum temperatures in many parts of northwest of India. In Madhya Pradesh and UP, it's going to be crossing 45 degrees or so. Now, there is a shortage of 20,000 lakh metric tons in key thermal power plants in the state of Maharashtra, and that's one of the reasons why there are power outages in Maharashtra and different other parts of the country as well, like Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh, also Rajasthan, which has scheduled 4 hours of power cuts of factories. And this also continues in Jammu and Kashmir as well as Odisha. The most affected region essentially is the northwestern part of the country. Expect no relief in the next few days. Apart from that, as far as the COVID-19 situation in India is concerned, as we speak, the NTAGI, which is the National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization, is meeting today to discuss vaccine approvals that have come in from the regulator for Covaxin in children as young as 5. Also, Corbevax and Zydus Cadila Zycov-D's vaccine, which is a DNA vaccine in children above the age of 12. Remember, the final recommendations will be coming in from the technical group that advises the Government of India on the same, and then can a rollout happen. That important meeting is being held today, is what we've been given to understand. The other big piece of information that's been dominating headlines is Uniform Civil Code. Chief Ministers of 5 states, 5 BJP ruled states have come out and said that this really is a time for one nation, one law, which is a uniform civil code. And the All India Muslim Personal Law Board has come out and said that this is unconstitutional and anti-minorities. The debate essentially rages on. In Delhi, there was in fact another important development where there was a big drugs haul today by the Narcotics Control Bureau, in which 2 Afghan nationals were also arrested. The sense is that this could be a terror link essentially, and this happened in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area, where about 50 kg of high quality heroin was in fact seized, and this was worth over 100 crore rupees. Other narcotic substances were also seized. 30 lakh rupees cash was also seized from a residential flat in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area, which has prompted authorities to then suggest that there is a possibility of narco-terrorism module in this entire matter. Staying with Delhi, there is a landfill site here. It's not Ghazipur. This time around, it's the Bhalswa landfill in North Delhi, which has been smoldering, which has been on fire for the last 4 days or so. And we've seen visuals of this dominate headlines. For 4 days now, a landfill site has been on fire. The Aam Aadmi Party, which is the ruling power in Delhi, the government in Delhi essentially, has blamed the MCD, the North MCD, which is under the BJP, for being unable to control the situation, and it is true. A fine of 50 lakh rupees has been imposed. People are obviously complaining. Residents in this area are unable to breathe. There is toxic air, it's dirty, polluted air. Imagine living in an area next to a landfill which has been on fire for 4 long days altogether. So that particular part of Delhi right now is absolutely unlivable as the fire continues, with the NDMC really grappling also to douse the fire. Apart from that, there are two other issues which have in fact been in news today. One is that of the loudspeakers. The controversy doesn't seem to be dying down anytime soon. Um, Raj Thackeray of the Maharashtra Nirman Sena has come out and said that Uddhav Thackeray, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, is a bhogi because he's been unable to do away with loudspeakers in his state, which has been a demand. In fact, he had given an ultimatum that by the 3rd of May, all the loudspeakers must be done away with. That hasn't really happened. He's also gone on to the extent of praising Yogi Adityanath in the state of UP, saying that look, they have said it and they've done it. UP has removed um, thousands of loudspeakers, illegal loudspeakers, and also reduced the decibel levels of many of them, thus inviting both praise and criticism from various quarters that they are doing some sort of a crackdown on these illegal loudspeakers essentially. Also, the other controversy that has been doing the rounds is that of what happened at the Banaras Hindu University, where the walls of the university were defaced after the Vice Chancellor of BHU attended an iftar party. There was a fringe group which got upset about it and defaced the walls, and security has been beefed up in this entire area. So tensions on that front essentially continues. Well, that's it from me for the moment. That's all we could pack in this edition.